Hey everybody, it's me, RunnerEye, and today we're going to be reminiscing on the Lost Drag Race episode that is the Season 11 reveal live stream. Now, the Season 11 reveal was an unhinged live stream that was so awkward and so poorly received by audiences that VH1 made every effort possible to wipe it off the face of the internet. And for a good couple years after this aired, this thing was basically lost media. And so I thought, why not make a video where we unpack all of the chaos that is in this unhinged live stream and see what went wrong. So let's get right into it. So on the lead up to the premiere of Season 11, VH1 decided to announce the cast via a live stream. And this live stream was hosted by none other than Adam Rippon, who is like a former figure skater. He also won a bronze, like a bronze Olympic gold medal. Yeah, that's exactly what he won. And co-hosting with him was the winner of Season 10, Aquaria. Now, this live stream followed a very unique structure. So each of the queens were first brought in and they were interviewed by Adam Rippon, the, critically acclaimed interviewer.
The 15th queen is none other than Vanessa Vanjie Mateo.
Now, as you can imagine, Adam's interviewing skills is one of the reasons that this live stream isn't as, highly regarded as it could have been, because this man is like fighting for his life up there.
My next question is, if you could go back to any season of Drag Race, which season would you pick?
Like, this man was born to do like pretty little pirouettes on like an ice skating rink, and then they threw him in front of a camera and made him interview drag queens, and it's just like, it wasn't the best that it could have been.
Hey everybody, I'm Adam Rippon.
But these awkward interviews made people call into question why Adam Rippon was chosen to do the interviewing. Like, what was it that made them choose him, someone who probably doesn't have a lot of like interviewing experience? Like, why did they choose Adam Rippon? So I actually did more research after recording this and found an interview where Adam basically claimed that the Drag Race production people like tricked him into hosting this entire thing.
I show up in the morning, and when I'm there, they're like, you're actually hosting this with Aquaria. And they're like, you're gonna sit down and interview all the queens. And as soon as like they told me that, I was Leonardo DiCaprio trying to get on the door to not sink, and eventually knew I was gonna die.
But I literally think he was just given the role because he's a big fan of the show. Like, I think he was just a super fan of the show, and he was super excited when given the opportunity, and so he did it.
They asked if I wanted to like be a part of like the reveal, and I was like, that would be amazing. Of course, I'd love to be part of the reveal.
And I think that was literally it. It's just because he was a huge fan.
I mean, everybody's asked like, are you gonna do the show? Would you be a guest judge? And I'm like, I would literally run into the middle of the 101 right now if I were able to make that happen.
Him doing these interviews is kind of like the metaphorical version of him running onto the 101, if you think about it.
I'm not a drag queen.
Right. No.
So like, I don't know what to like add. Like, they should have, I was not, I should not have been doing that.
The gig wasn't right, honey. The mini challenge was not for you.
But let's not forget about our other host, because we have Aquaria to get into.
Hi, Aquaria.
Let's move on and meet our next queen.
Not that kind of trick, but you get it.
Well, trick or treat, knock knock. Let's see how this goes. Come on, get comfortable, sit on down. Okay. Actually, don't sit down yet. Who is she?
Is this a tiny exercise ball?
Yes, it is. Well, no, it's not.
Now, the winner of Season 10 has been delegated to this tiny little area in the corner of the room where she is forced to make contestants play like shitty little Mario Party mini games after their interviews with Adam. And literally none of the queens are interested in playing these mini games. It doesn't seem like a single person there actually wanted to do this.
You will either be painting with your feet, or
Stupid.
VH1, you owe me an encyclopedia.
But the extra fascinating thing about this live stream is that because it came out in like 2019, the live stream was like heavily inspired by Bandersnatch of all things, which means that the live stream has like this interactive element to it where the live stream viewers get to vote on which like mini games they want to see each queen do.
It's time to get Bandersnatch the house down, full on buffoonery and shenanigans. It is gonna be a mess.
And these little Mario Party mini games range from like cup flipping to throwing darts blindfolded.
Dart, chicka, dart, da, dart, dart, dart. Did somebody mention darts?
Oh no.
And to sitting on objects.
Is it an espresso?
No, he's thinking about me.
Any type of game that was like cheap, they did it. Like anything that you could afford to set up for like your little son Timmy's like 10th birthday party outside in your back garden. Like that's the type of games that they were going for here.
Allegedly, you're supposed to have a drink. There's no drinks.
Okay.
Budget,
right.
don't worry.
They used cups for both Kahana's one of the flipping cups and Vanjie's one where she has to throw the thing at the cups. Like the production literally, it's like so low budget that it's insane. Did they spend all the budget getting Adam Rippon to do it? Did they spend all the budget doing the sets? Like where did the budget go? But there are some, you know, particularly fun moments that I just want to highlight here. The first one being Plastique's face during this entire section of the live stream.
Thank you so much, and let's check out the next queen from season 11.
Like this woman would rather be anywhere else but in this live stream right now, as she should. She had like one of the kind of gross ones where she had to like drag up a pancake. Another great moment is Vanjie just completely destroying the set. Again, like as she should.
6, 5.
And then we have my personal favorite, which is Ariel Versace being forced to do like a little quiz. Something that, by the way, like requires no props. Like they didn't, like this one is literally free. This is like the most cheapest that the mini challenges got. And she's being forced to do like a general, you know, history quiz. And she gets absolutely none of them correct.
Which country fought at the Battle of the Alamo?
Oh my god, it's in the United States? I'm like, yeah, Draco.
And who were they battling?
Yes.
And keep in mind that this entire live stream is 2 hours. It's 2 hours of watching Adam Rippon awkwardly interview people and then watching these like awkward mini challenges too. Like you could watch an entire feature-length film in the time that it takes to watch this entire thing. You could learn a language. You could fly to a different country. You could even clean your room, which by the way, guys, this is like a reminder because like, see you Bethany out there, I see your room and you gotta clean it, Bethany. Bethany? But back to Aquaria, her hosting is definitely a little bit more playful than Adam. She's not like as much of a fish out of water. I mean, it's not like she was given that much to work with. Like how do you commentate someone like moving a cookie down their face? Like what do you say to that? And it gets to the point where Aquaria literally like cusses out VH1 during the stream.
VH1, we gonna sue your ass for this one. This was buffoonery. Honestly, VH1 got me fucked up, or messed up.
Then at the end of the live stream, they do like this little, you know, runway section, which is actually not bad. It's like the most like palatable thing of the entire live stream. So it's safe to say that after the chaos that was this live stream, that it wasn't received particularly well with the fans. Most of the criticism towards it was directed towards the hosts, both Adam Rippon and Aquaria, and most people just saw the live stream as like incredibly awkward, which is like, you know, it's honestly a fair critique. I'm trying to like be the kind of like iconoclast, you know, going against everybody and be like, no, it's actually good, but there is no real silver lining here. Also, another thing that I tried to find evidence of, but I could only find evidence of people talking about it on the internet, but apparently the chat, because it was a live stream, there was a live chat, and the chat was just extremely racist. There was like MAGA, Trump people in the chat, and all of these different elements together led Aquaria to speak out on Twitter saying, that reveal was very telling. One, that the fans of the show are extremely racist, among many other means of heinously judgmental. The grammar Nazis can get her later, but let's let her get her point across. And also that someone at VH1 hates my guts and wants me to show up to the season 11 finale without an ounce of dignity left in my body. Also, pretty sad that my only role was to embarrass every single contestant versus uplifting them and myself and showing the world the art of drag. But there's plenty of time to do that this year, I suppose. So as you can see, Aquaria was very annoyed about the whole thing, which is very understandable. Adam Rippon also took to Twitter, except he was a lot more embracing of the whole situation. And him acknowledging the kind of like car crash that was the live stream was him tweeting at Trixie Mattel, because Trixie Mattel had tweeted out like a video of like a really awkward interviewer that was captioned, "The Drag Race Season 11 Queen Reveal."
Can I be your friend?
Of course you could be my friend, sweetie.
Thank you.
And then Adam Rippon tweeted, "I look really good in this video from earlier today." So thankfully he didn't take it to heart, which is honestly, like, I respect the hell out of that because, like I said, like, people were most kind of annoyed with him from this entire thing. So for him to be able to kind of like take it and kind of like make jokes about it is like big respect for the little twirling man. And so from all this backlash, VH1 just decided to pull the entire thing from the internet, instead only choosing to upload the end bit with the like runway that they did, because that was like the least awkward part of the entire live stream. Partly because it had music in it. That was something that I think would have helped this live stream out, is that the reason that it's so awkward, or one of the reasons, what made the entire live stream extra awkward was the fact that there was no music. It was just silent.
Thank you so much for joining us. And now, on to our next queen. Thank you so much for joining us. And now, on to our next queen.
But this live stream was basically missing from the internet for a couple of years, other than like a compilation video here and there. In 2023, people just started to repost it properly, and now there's a good couple of versions of it on the internet. Even though people were really angry back when this aired in 2019, public opinion has shifted a little bit on it. A lot of people view this whole live stream as just extremely camp, and it's so bad that it's good, which I don't know if I personally agree with. I do think it is kind of campy, but it's just like, I think it works best as like a compilation, because if you have to sit through I had to sit through this for 2 hours. I had to watch 2 hours making this video. It's boring as fuck. Like, this is a really boring live stream. So I think, you know, if you condense it into like a compilation and you like look at the funny moments, it's really campy and stupid and fun. Overall, we can look back at this travesty and kind of like reframe it into a positive. It is really stupid and funny and dumb. Now that we have some perspective, we can like appreciate it for the car crash that it is. So that's the video for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. It really helps me out. Most people who watch me aren't even subscribed, which is crazy because you could just, you know, subscribe for free and then get more cool, fun content just like this. I have a Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. If you want to go follow me over there, please do. I also have a Patreon with an extended version of this very video where I discuss your opinions and favorite moments from this huge mess of a live stream. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. And now it is time for me to reveal the patrons that are Cam, Jay Stevenson, Lucy Pup, Celeste, Did You Just Say Wig, Bradley McGuigan, Reese Burke, James Burton, Cool Gal Nan, Vincent Goshdang Wren, Vern Wisner, Craig Blythe, Baroni RuPaul, Valerie with Love, Jabroni, Giovanni JPEG, The Flame Chaser, Cat Chat, Yuno, Michael, Planet Daniel, The Almighty Anginator, Jamie James Bradshaw, Nico Montano, Ravi Kasari, Eve, Dip, Oliver Wyatt, Yoon Wyatt, Vico Pop, and Tone. I say it every week, but thank you so much to all of the patrons. We actually have a Discord for the Patreon now, if that's something that anyone out there is interested in. You can get that on the Patreon. But again, thank you so much to every single one of you.